Right now, inside your skull, 86 billion neurons are firing in patterns so complex that no computer on Earth can replicate them. Every thought you have, every memory you hold, every decision you make, all of it depends on a single biological process that most people treat as optional. Remove it, and your brain does not slow down. It begins to self-destruct. And the timeline is far shorter than anyone expects. Deep inside your brain sits a structure called the hypothalamus. It governs your entire sleep architecture through two opposing chemical systems. The first is melatonin. Released when darkness falls, it signals every cell in your body to begin the repair cycle. The second is adenosine, a metabolic byproduct that accumulates hour by hour throughout your waking day, building a chemical pressure that your brain cannot ignore. When you resist sleep, adenosine keeps rising, and every hour you stay awake, a debt accumulates inside your nervous system that cannot simply be forgotten. After just 24 hours without sleep, your cognitive performance falls to the equivalent of a blood alcohol level of 0.10%, legally intoxicated in most countries. Your prefrontal cortex, the region that governs judgment, emotional regulation, and complex reasoning, begins to go dark. Activity drops in ways that are visible on brain scans. Simultaneously, cortisol floods your bloodstream. Your body interprets sleep deprivation as an active threat. Blood pressure rises. Heart rate accelerates. Your metabolism shifts toward fat storage. You are not simply tired. Your physiology is responding to an emergency. By 48 hours, your immune system is already compromised. Natural killer cell activity, your first defense against viruses and abnormal cells, has dropped by more than 70%. Your body stops producing the cytokines it needs to fight infection. And your brain, desperate for recovery, begins forcing you into microsleep, involuntary shutdowns lasting between 1 and 30 seconds that you cannot control and often cannot detect. You believe you are awake. Your brain has other plans. Have you ever felt that brief blackout for a few seconds while studying or driving? Comment below. Beyond 72 hours, something irreversible begins. Astrocytes. Normally gentle cells that clear metabolic waste from your neural tissue, turn aggressive. They begin consuming healthy synaptic connections. This process has been linked in research to the early pathology of neurodegenerative disease. Microglial cells, your brain's immune defenders, become hyperactivated and begin attacking neural tissue they should be protecting. In animal studies, extended sleep deprivation caused permanent loss of neurons in regions critical to alertness and cognition. Then come the hallucinations. Your amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, becomes 60% more reactive to negative stimuli, completely severed from prefrontal control. Fear responses fire without cause. Emotion floods the system. Organ stress compounds. The cardiovascular, immune, and endocrine systems begin to fail in sequence. This is not a metaphor for being tired. This is biological collapse. But here is what the science also reveals. Sleep is not the absence of activity. It is the most sophisticated maintenance system biology has ever produced. When you finally sleep, your glymphatic system, a waste clearance network only discovered in 2013, expands by up to 60% and flushes neurotoxic proteins from your brain, including beta amyloid, the compound associated with Alzheimer's disease. Synapses rebuild. Immune function is restored. Emotional regulation returns. Every system that collapsed begins to recover. Sleep is not what you do when productivity ends. It is the foundation that makes every waking hour possible. And now you understand exactly what you are choosing to give away when you decide it can wait.